Hey there, how are you guys? Give me just a second. I'm just waiting for everything to refresh. And I want to see if I'm broadcasting in the right place. I am. Awesome. All right, so I've got my computer going and I see a lag. That's awesome. Hey Rob, how are you? I got my computer going on one side, so it's lagging behind the video. But I think if you guys post questions and stuff, I'll be able to see them on there. So I'm just waiting just a second or two just to see if anybody else is going to come on live. And this is really surreal because I'm looking at myself in the camera and I can see me doing one thing. And as I look over at the computer, I can see just how far behind things are. So it's really, really, really funny, actually. So, all right. Cool. All right. So I am just going to get started. And as people pop on, they pop on. Just give me... What is all this? I pressed buttons. Sorry, wait. Hey, everybody. Hey, Barb. Good morning. So, okay. So let's get started and see how this goes. I've been doing this on Periscope, and actually, Periscope, I've been having a couple of problems with it lately, with it saving to the phone. So I don't know if it's my phone because it's been acting up. I don't know if it's Periscope. So I figured, why not? Let's see if I can broadcast in here, and if I can, hey Jen, and if I can upload it to YouTube, awesome. And if not, you know, oh well, you guys get it. So, okay, so here we go. So what week are we looking at here? We're looking at September 7th to September 13th, okay? So the energy, I pulled the cards already, and honest to goodness, the first card was the Angel of Courage. So, okay, I see I'm freezing up on the live stream. Can you guys still see it? Can you type in and let me know? Da, 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 da. I don't want to go too far into this and start talking if you guys can't hear me. Yay, look at this. Okay, cool. Awesome, because it's frozen on my computer. Thank you. Okay, so the first card that came up was the Angel of Courage. And when I was looking at it, I was like, oh man, seriously, courage? Here we go again, right? How many more times are we going to get this card lately? So, cool, thanks. And it's just my computer that's freezing. Why not? I blow things up all the time. Cancel. So courage, right? So the key to really connecting with this energy this week is to know, Haley, how are you? Everything is in reverse. All right, well, we'll just deal with it. I showed you the courage card in reverse. So the deal is to understand and know that you have the courage to do what it is that you're trying to do and the things that you need to do in life. You know, regardless of what your resistance tells you, and regardless of what your fears tell you, this is really a week for you to look back and look in and notice where you have been courageous in your life already. Like, you guys have really, all of you have I'm trying to find the words, have really lived a life of courage. Good morning, Charlene. How are you? You have lived a life of courage, right? I mean, every single time that you have been afraid, every single time that you have put up with a bully, every single morning that you wake up. I mean, come on, guys. Really, what the hell did we decide that we were going to incarnate into? Like, what that were we thinking to enter into this human world? We had it good on the other side of being spirit, right? I mean, there were no problems over there. There's no duality over there. Everything is simple. Everything is love. You have a thought, poof, here it is. Nobody's making fun of you. Nobody is talking smack about you. No competition, no money issues. So just the fact that you chose to incarnate into this lifetime, into this body, and all the other times you have chosen to do this, shows that you have an inordinate amount of courage available to you, within you, and that it's part of you. So when we give ourselves these excuses for not doing things because we're afraid or because we don't think we can do it or whatever lie comes through in our minds, you know, telling us that this can't be done or that can't be done. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta sit there and look back and notice how many times have you lived from courage instead of fear? All right, so the energy that's supporting courage is protection this week, and I think that's really great. So this is really knowing and understanding that even when you're afraid, you're protected. And what do I mean by protected? You know, we sit there and we look at protection and we try to, we see it, or we want to see it from that human side of us, okay? Protection, well, so it means that we'll never get hurt, right? Or it means that we won't lose our house, or that your girlfriend's never going to cheat on you, right? And hey, Dominique, how are you? And that's not protection, right? That's all the human wants, desires, and needs. Protection is understanding that through it all, you're still love, right? That's it. Nobody can deny that from you. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take your soul away. You can give it away, but nobody can take it away. So you're always protected from that standpoint. And maybe that's not the answer that you want to hear, right? I mean, we all feel like we want to know that since we're divine beings, that life is going to be easy all the time. And easy, yeah, look at all those. That's awesome. You know, easy is not, how do I want to say this? It's not guaranteed. Not the way we want it to be guaranteed. Because, folks, we incarnated to experience a world of duality. That's the bottom line. I locked up again? Try refreshing your screen, Charlene. Let me see if it shows up here too. When it locks up, I try refreshing the screen. Let me just see. Here we go. It's reloading. Wait a minute. Oh boy, I love technology. Wait a minute. Click for more. Okay. What are you guys? Is it live for you again? Fine on your end. Okay, good. Yeah, these are okay, cool. Thanks, Leanne. This is the problem with, you know, using Facebook live and stuff. So if I freeze up for you guys, try refreshing your screen. I find that often hurts. That often helps. So let's go back to this. When I was losing my train of thought. So, oh, right. So you guys, me, all of us, we incarnated here to experience duality. So we're going to experience duality. So why are we going to resist it? Right? Okay, cool, Jen. Thanks. When you resist the duality, what ends up happening is you're going to experience more duality. And usually, because we're humans and we have already shown that we can overcome the obstacles in our life, the way that duality is going to show up is to show us that there are even more obstacles available to us that we can overcome. So this is the thing you got to understand. Since as a human being, we're hardwired for survival, we are going to continually create situations where we survived, that we know we can survive. So what we want to do is start showing up with new situations. Like, we want to remind ourselves as often as possible that, yeah, we have gone through some hard times and we overcame those hard times. But guess what? We also survived and thrived through the happiness, right? And through the joy and through the celebrations, right? So this is really huge for everybody, that you really gotta remind yourselves. You can survive the crap, absolutely. But hey, Yvonne, how are you? But keep working with the remembrance that you have survived the joy as well. And yeah, does the other shoe drop? Yeah, the other shoe is gonna drop at some point or another, again, because we're here to experience duality. But how you deal with the other shoe dropping, how you deal with things not being friggin' puppy dogs, rainbows, and unicorn farts all the time, how you deal with that is what is going to create your experience here on earth. And so if you sit there and you say, oh my God, you know, nothing ever stays good forever. Well, you know what? You're right. But guess what? Nothing ever stays bad forever either. So there are a lot of people who go through years and years and years of hard times. You know, and anybody who knows my story, you know that I went through years and years and years of hell as a kid getting bullied. You know that I went through years and years and years of low self-esteem and not receiving love the way I needed to receive love in adulthood. And that I have gone through times on food stamps and in and out of shrink's office for years. Years. But that's not the only experience that I had. In between, there were celebrations. In between, my kids were born. In between, I fell in and out of love who knows how many times. Right? Where is that for you? The other shoe is going to drop, sure. But it's also going to drop with the hard times. That's what you need to really remember. Shit is going to happen, but so are the celebrations. When the shit shows up, you deal with it. And when you deal with it, it doesn't get that hold on you that it wants to get. It doesn't get that hold on you that you want to give it. It's like, oh, here it is again. More shit. Cool. But that means that the other shoe is going to drop. And I'm going to come out the other side. And I'm going to see how courageous I was. And I'm going to see that even though I made some mistakes, I smartened up. I did what it took. I did more than I thought I could possibly do. And I friggin' survived. Stop focusing only on what you can't do. Retrain your mind to see all the times in your life that you have thrived. Retrain it to see the celebrations. Retrain it to give the same value to everything that you have achieved, even if it's just freaking getting out of bed in the morning, that you give to all your perceived failures, that you give to all your friggin' pain. Because here's the deal. If we are programmed to survive, right? That means that we're going to avoid pain at all costs. Well, what if focusing on the celebration is a way of avoiding pain? Like, we all too often, I'll go with food stuff because, for years, I ate my emotions so that I wouldn't feel them, right? And I did a really great job because I created a situation in my body now where my metabolism is like, yeah, no, I don't care what you do. You can exercise, you can do this, you can take a supplement, you can eat better, blah, 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 blah. We're keeping this weight here. We're just keeping it here. Right? Because you can live like this. So I can choose to accept that that's the way it is and curse my body for not being the size that I want it to be, not being the shape that I want it to be. Or I can thank it for doing such a freaking great job at keeping me disconnected from my emotions. But guess what? I'm not disconnected from them anymore. And I'm still here. I've still survived. So what is that for you? What is that for you? So the challenging energy this week is going to be truth. And I hope you guys are still seeing me because I'm looking like I'm freezing again. So the challenging I just wrote video. The challenging energy is truth. We don't always like to admit the truth. We don't always like to see the truth. But here's the key. Thanks for the hearts and everything for letting me know. Cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. The truth. Okay. Thanks. I have a tool. Hey, Allison. I have a tool for you. Rather than being afraid of truth. Hey, Karen. Rather than avoiding it, right? And when I'm talking about the truth, I'm talking about your whole truth. I'm talking about both sides of you, the light and the dark, okay? When you get into that space where you're afraid of the truth, of anything, show me the truth that will set me free. You have no idea how powerful that tool is. It's so simple. I don't even remember where I learned it. But I have been using it like crazy. And the information that has been coming through is ridiculous. So if you get nothing out of today's video, if you get nothing else out of it, use that tool. You use it when you're in pain. You use it when you're in celebration. You use it when you're in confusion. You use it when you're in love. Yep. Show me the truth that will set me free. Because I got news for you. The work that will do on your limiting beliefs is off the charts. I know a lot of healing modalities. I have a pretty damn good connection with spirit. I can channel some massive energy. Nothing compares to that statement. Show me the truth that will set me free. Because what you were saying to the universe, what you were saying to yourself, what you were saying to your divinity, what you were saying to your shadow parts, your light parts, your inner child, is that you're done with the lies. And what are the lies? The lies are the lack of self-confidence. The lies are the resistance. The lies are the fear. The lies are everything that keeps you from love. The lies are where you destroy relationships. Not from a space of creation, just from a space of destruction. Because there's so much passion built up inside of you, and because you're so upset and so angry, and that you know there's something better. But you don't know how to get there. And so you just blow shit up. Well, you can do that from a space of consciousness as well. So I don't know how long I've been going, but I'll give you a quick little snippet of how I've gotten here. My mother died. Without getting into details, my father and I were very, very, very close. I worked in the office. We got into a fight that lasted a really long time and culminated in me losing my temper like you can't believe. He had a big corner office. So I was supposed to take over the family business. And he had a big, huge corner office. And I was so angry and so frustrated and so upset over the situation that he had a snow globe. It was literally like this big. And I took it from standing at one side of the office and I flung it across to the other side of the office. It smashed against the wall, shattered a picture, it shattered water glass. It was not pretty. It was not pretty. We had about 50 or 60 people in the office that day. And I got fired and kicked out of the business. It was painful. I didn't know why I did it, other than there was so much anger in me and there was so much rage, and I had to find a way to get it out. What I understand now is I could have avoided all that had I just asked to be shown the truth that would set me free. It wasn't about my father. It was about me. It was about me being unhappy in my life, even though it looked phenomenal. It was about me not knowing how to get my needs met. It was about me not understanding or realizing that I had different opportunities available to me. That I didn't want to own and run an insurance business. That it wasn't my dream. My dad started the business so that he would have a legacy to pass on to his kids. Neither one of us ended up in the business. He ended up selling it. My brother got out the easy way. He didn't do what I did. He just found himself a different job doing something that he liked better, and he, and he left. Show me the truth that will set me free. Will keep you, more often than not, from blowing shit up. It will help you to find the courage, right? It will help you to find the courage. It will help you to know that you are protected. The truth is not always going to be pretty, but in the end, you will find joy. All right? So I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't know how long I was talking. I'm going to see if I can upload this to YouTube. I don't know that I can. If I can't, if anybody got something out of this and you want to share, PM me. I'll see if I can figure out how to, that's cool, Dominique. I'll see if I can find out how I can make that happen for you. You're welcome, Rob. I'm really glad that you were here. Hey, Denise, how are you, sweetie? So quick question. I know a bunch of you are jumping off already. Do you like this better? I mean, I know I got to work out some glitches, but do you like it better with me broadcasting directly to the group as opposed to on Periscope? Do you have a preference at all? Thank you for all the hearts, everybody. Nobody's answering, or is it just that the lag is behind yet? So, all right, well, do me a favor and just, if you have a preference, post it in the comments, and that's it, guys. Show me. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Denise. Well, but you can tap into it on the replay either way, I guess. So, all right, guys. Show me the truth that's going to set me free. And remember that just like the other shoe can drop, Yeah, I don't know if it'll go on YouTube either, Jen. Hey, Gina. I'm just about wrapping up, so you're going to have to start over, I guess. So, yeah, so show me the truth that will set me free. And just like when things are going great, the other shoe will drop, right? When other things are going like crap, the other shoe will drop. So stop applying everything to just, making it go downhill. It can also go uphill in a good way. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for putting up with all the little, like me putting my hand in front of this, all the little technical glitches as I try to work out Facebook Live. And I'll see you all in the group. Have a great week.